Welcome everybody to the Latin Nerds Network. My name is Jose and this is my review for Plane, the newest action film here starring the great, and I use that term loosely, Gerard Butler. I like Gerard Butler, don't get me wrong. He's kind of a lot of these kind of disaster action films, whether it be Geostorm or Greenland or the London Has Fallen, Olympus Has Fallen, his career has fallen. I don't know, whatever, doesn't matter. But don't get me wrong, I kind of like the Fallen movies. They're, for what they are, they're fine. I thought this might be something along that vein, kind of a really simple, dumb action film for the most part. But I use the term action very loosely here, and I'll get to that in a moment here. Now, Plane, we got Gerard Butler. He's a captain of a commercial airliner, and he's going from Singapore to Tokyo as a very easy route. 14 passengers only. But one of the 14 passengers happens to be a character by Michael Coulter. Of course, you know him from Luke Cage from the Netflix Marvel series. And this is one where, Coulter's character is being extradited for a murder he committed years back. So he's handcuffed and all that. And of course, they hit some bad weather. Gerard Butler has no choice but to, perform a crash landing off the coast of the Philippines. Some really unknown island, I guess. He found some strip that he actually landed the plane. But of course, the island itself, there's really no authority there. It's really filled with, a militia, separatists, and all that. So it's very dangerous. So Gerard Butler takes it upon himself to try to get some help. And when it happens, the militia find out the plane has landed there. They take the passengers hostage. So now he's got to come to the rescue with Coulter by his side, who does have some military experience. And that's basically the basic premise of the film here. Now, this could have been something kind of fun and done for the most part. But the problem is, it was advertised as an action film, right? At least by the trailers that I saw. And man, there's not a whole lot of action here. And that's not a good thing. The first hour is basically just characters and the plane landing, which was really kind of unexciting, to be honest with you. There's like almost no score. And a good score always adds elements to the action, right? To the tension. There's a choice that they may not to add anything, so it kind of lacked a little sizzle there, if you follow me. But I'll say this: the last 10 minutes, 15 minutes in the third act were fine. There was some cool moments, little cool action scene as they are finally in a position to escape and all that. And there's some help from a mercenary team sent in by the airline to help them out and whatever. But for the most part, maybe one fight scene after the first hour, but it's very light on the actions. I'll call this more of a thriller than anything else. But listen, it felt funny from the beginning. It's so low budget and it's very dark. The first 20 minutes, 30 minutes they're on the plane, all that, it's hard to see. I'm not sure if it was the way they filmed it, which I think it was, or maybe the projector was set to low dim light, which some theaters do, unfortunately. But it just looked weird, grainy. The special effects were really bad when they were showing the plane in the air. I felt like a 70s film, right? It kind of moves like someone's holding a toy plane, shaking the camera. That's exactly what I felt like. It just really took me out of it. And ultimately, just because of that low budget and all, the movie's trash. I mean, I'll put it as simply as I could. It's terrible. It's not good. This is a bad film. And not even, sometimes your movie is bad, it's good. It's just bad and it's bad. Lack of action. Gerard Butler's fine. I like him. But Michael Coulter, no personality. They didn't do anything with him. He was just kind of there following around, killing people, I guess. There was no dynamic between the two. This could have been a kind of fun banter between both of them. Then, kind of juxtaposition between Gerard Butler's, very honorable and individual. And you had Coulter's, who he's a criminal and all that. He does have some honor because he was in the military, the French militia. But ultimately, there was nothing there to him, so you didn't care. The passengers, half of them were annoying as hell. I wish they would have gotten whacked from the beginning just to kind of get rid of those characters. But yeah, ultimately, it has nothing to offer. It really doesn't. It's terrible. It's just straight up garbage, and it doesn't surprise me. It's January, so these are the kind of movies that pop up this month with theaters. Studios just kind of dump these movies in the January time space because there's nowhere else to put them, and they just hope maybe it makes a little bit of money. I doubt this will, and I'm sure this will find its audience. But God bless you if you do. It's just for you. I get it. Just wasn't for me. Lack of action, low budget, terrible production values. Characters were lacking all over the place. The villain, generic. It's dull. It's just stupid and boring. It just nothing really worked for me here. The last 10 minutes were fine. It's cool fight scenes as far as shootouts. good tension. I'll give it that much. You know, there's not a total train wreck per se, but it's a very bad car crash. And honestly, clearly, I'm not recommending this film. If you're dying to see, I say wait till it comes out on video. You can put it on the background on your phone, doing whatever you gotta do to kind of keep you occupied, because you're gonna need something to kind of keep you occupied as you watch this film. It's a dud, absolutely. So that being said, Plane, you can go watch it. I hope you guys enjoy. Let me know, comment below. And of course, if you haven't done so already, subscribe below and feed money to go to the movies and talk about it afterwards. See you guys next time.